Volkswagen Drive. We are almost home. ID.4. Almost home. All right, everybody, here we are at Volkswagen Group of America. Here are the Electrify America stations going in here. Super cool. All 350s all have solar canopies, which is amazing. Not sure when they're going to come online, but I just couldn't help myself to stop by and check them out while I was here in Chattanooga. A lovely sunset over the Volkswagen factory. Super cool. All right, everybody, stopped at Chipotle, got some quick dinner. Now, oh, sorry, there's a little baseball in the background. Now I'm heading back out on the road. It was super cool to be able to stop by the Volkswagen plant in Chattanooga, even though we just saw it. Seeing the Chargers was super cool, and getting that awesome sunset picture was really cool. So now, time to get back on the road, get home. I'm slogging it out. We're gonna just keep going until we get home. No hotels tonight. Let's see how it goes. We have made it to Ultewa. Hopefully that's how you say it. I'm not sure. Giving my best guess. And here are stats for that leg. And that included my little escapades around Chattanooga. So 168 miles, 2 hours, 46 minutes, 3.1 mile per kilowatt hour consumption. That's been pretty consistent. A lot of wind too, a huge headwind pretty much the whole way. 19 hours trip total driving so far, and looking good. All right, everybody, out here at the charger. Gonna go ahead and plug in first. Hold up. There we go. Hopefully we'll get some good speeds here. Charger 1. Charger. Interesting, there's a bolt here plugged into this hyper fast. Just a friendly reminder. Now for the ID.4 it is true, but say your car charges at, I don't know, 50, 55 kilowatts like the Bolt. When you plug into a 350 kilowatt charger, you are not going to charge faster. So you can use a 150, and you should use a 150. If all there is left is a 350, go for it. But yeah, make sure you leave those open for cars that can take advantage of it if you can. If not, you know, we get it. Electrify America is very spotty when it comes to reliability. All right, here we go. I've never actually plugged in at 15% or at least paid attention, so I'm not sure what we'll get. Maybe 150. Oh, or full speeds? Sweet. Excellent. So, yep, 182. I'm gonna go ahead, go in and use the facilities, grab some drinks, and then get back out here. All right, everybody, again, the ID.4 charges too fast. I ran in, came out, I have more than enough. Some unplugging. Trying to speed up the end of this trip here a little bit. See if I can make up some time. But yeah, we got, where are we at? 51%, I only needed 44, so not too bad. Plugging in there, put this in here, close this, and let's get on the road. All right, we have made it back to Knoxville. Here we go, 83 miles, 3.2 miles per kilowatt hour consumption, hour and 17 minutes traveled. Yep. Here, just set like off by a minute. I think I forgot to reset it and then reset it. And then here's our long-term 1,195 miles, 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour consumption, 20 hours and 27 minutes of driving. Let's go ahead and plug in, see what we're getting. Last time we were here, we faced a little bit of trouble, so we'll see if we have the same issues. All right, everybody, I'm plugged in here. 117 kilowatts, that is not great, so I'm about to unplug. But before I do that, I just wanted to make sure my car is asking for more than this is giving. Again, I use the Car Scanner Pro app with the Blue Peak OBD dongle. And if you don't care about this stuff, that's fine, ignore it. But here C says 500 amps it's asking for, and I'm only getting 321. So still derated. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this because that could affect my time. And then try the charger right here. All right, everybody, I plugged into this. Now I'm getting 86 kilowatts, which is not good. Man. I think this says it's derated in the charger. Yeah, it's derated 1 to 50 kilowatts. All right, well, let me move chargers and see if I have any better luck. All right, everybody, we've come full circle back to the 350 because it's the fastest one, even though it's derated. So it was giving me like 112. So hopefully it continues to do that. This one was derated to 80. This one was actually giving 98, oddly enough, and it's only supposed to be giving 50. So that was a surprise. And then this one was also derated to 80. So every single one of these stations is not working at full capacity. Absolutely frustrating. This one's at 117, so I'll take that for now. And then, you know, I just wasted about 10-20 minutes of my trip. Thank you, Electrify America, again. Okay, I've wasted enough of my time at this station. I'm at 64%. See that? I'm gonna go ahead and unplug. Very frustrating. 18 minutes. This should have been at full speeds. 10 minutes plus I would have had to waffle to try and find a charger that works. So let's call it almost 15 minutes of wasted time. Maybe more, I don't know. I'm just doing quick math because I'm frustrated. So very annoying, but here we are. Moving on now to Bristol, and then have that big chunk to do from Bristol to Brooks Mill because Wytheville is closed. Here we go. We have made it to Bristol, Virginia. 8% left, 18 miles of range projected. Here are our trip stats. An hour and 56-minute drive, 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour consumption. Here is our total trip. 1,320 miles, 22 hours, 34 minutes, 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour. Gonna go ahead and plug in. Hopefully we have at least the same luck we did last time we were here on the way to Austin, but we'll see what we get. All right, we're plugged in. The cable was, well, felt frozen, but here we go. We'll see what we get. Hopefully at least, last time we got about, I think it was 140 kilowatts. I'll take that right now. I just want the charger to work. That's where I'm at right now. I've had so many ups and downs on this trip. You know, some good sessions, some bad sessions. I've always been able to charge though, so I guess I can't complain about that. But let's see what we've got going on here. Initializing. All right, here we go. Okay, well, looking good. What? Okay, so this is the same as last time we were here, but I will take it. You know, it's better than nothing. All right. Hey everyone, here's a fun glitch with the Volkswagen ID.4. This has happened a couple times to me. You can see it says time left 8 hours and 50 minutes, which is just not, that's just not accurate. I don't know why. If I were to unplug and replug, it would fix itself, but it's not worth the time. It'll be all right. I've done this before, so it'll definitely not end at 9:36 this morning. We'll probably be done. We'll be out of here in about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. I do need to charge up big because this is that, sorry about that. This is that big stretch from Bristol to Brooks Mill country store because Wytheville is down because of renovating that sheet or rebuilding or something like that. So probably charge up to 75%, maybe 80%. We'll see. somewhere around there. It wants me to get 68%, but then it wants me to drive 60 miles an hour, which is not going to work. So gonna charge up big, that way I can go normal speeds and save a little time, contrary to what a better route planner is telling me to do. All right, everybody, we're charged up to 78%. I'm gonna go ahead and stop charging. That should be more than enough to get us through the little charging desert, or whatever you want to call it, but we shall see. All right. Oh. I was ended 1 minute short of my my 30-minute time limit, which is fine. I don't really mind paying. But anyways, let's go ahead and get in the car, reset the trip, and then get on the way to Brooks Mill Country Store. We have made it to the Brooks Mill Country Store. 12% left, 29 miles. Here is our stats for the last leg. Oh my gosh. 147 miles, that's a pretty big one. 2 hours, 10 minutes, 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour consumption, average 69 miles per hour. Here are our trip numbers so far, getting really close to the end. Keeping consistent with that 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour consumption, 24 hours and 46 minutes of driving. 1,467 miles. I may have said that already. I'm getting tired if you can't tell. So I'm gonna go ahead, plug in. I'm actually gonna try and take a wee bit of a nap here, but only while I'm charging, and then get back on the road. All right, we're all unplugged. It's a little bit chilly outside. I can see my breath. Oh my gosh. There we go. Click. There we go. All right, here we go. And the ramp up. Please get good speeds. Again, these are the newer Signet. Yep, Signet. And it is telling me what my vehicle is requesting. And it is requesting 166. So I think the battery's probably a little bit cold, and it'll probably warm up in a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead, log off here, and then go take a little bit of a nap. All right, everybody, I'm about to stop charging here. We'll probably have a little bit more than 73 once I hit stop charging, and then we'll be on the road. Plenty to get to our last charging stop, which is in Woodstock. All right, we stopped the charge, unplug, put it back in properly, and let's get on our way. All right, everybody, we are here at Woodstock, Virginia. First off, I've never seen this message before. A cold battery provides less energy. We recommend charging. So interesting. I've never seen that. Interesting. Anyways, here is the data for the last leg. 2.9 miles per kilowatt hour, 70 miles per hour, 125 miles. Here's our total trip. 1,592, 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour, 26 hours and 59 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in. We had 15% left. Gonna plug in and get this charge rolling. All right, we are all plugged in. I'm gonna go ahead, let this get going, and then we'll get on our way. And that, everybody, was the last charging session of the trip. It should not have cost me anything. Well, we'll see how that works out. Anyways, unplug here, plug it in, and we are good to go. Okay, everybody, this is the final stretch, and then I'll be home. So I figured I'd do my wrap up now. I'll show you all the numbers here in a little bit, but it's been a great trip, super fun. You know, going to Austin was crazy to do 30 hours with only 30-minute nap. This was, you know, broken up a little bit, but still fun. It was nice. I got to stop in New Orleans and see a bunch of different cars along the way, and of course had a ton of issues, you know, charging. I brought this up in the first, you know, Maryland to Austin video, but I want to bring it up again. after this experience I had, at least going through the South. You know, if you plan on road tripping in the South, and I would argue probably the whole country, I don't know if I can like confidently say, hey, get an EV for road tripping, because it is not as easy as it should be. If every charger was working properly, yeah, I would say absolutely go do it. But reliability is a huge issue, and me, someone who, you know, I'm very familiar with EVs and charging and how to figure things out if it's not working, I was able to navigate it, but I still got really frustrated along the way, like really frustrated. I had to call EA, I tweeted at them many times, I sent them whatever it's called, service request or tech request or whatever, so that they would fix these chargers. And the fact of the matter is, I don't really think they care. You know, during my trip I saw, I think Out of Spec Dave was going through Virginia, and he stopped at a charger that I stopped at a couple months ago and reported as you know, being derated, and they still haven't fixed them. It's been like 2 or 3 months. So I think it's just evident that Electrify America doesn't care, and they are really in no hurry to fix chargers. So that's where it's at right now. Would I recommend getting an EV? Yes, absolutely, if you're going to use it for a commuter and charge at home, or maybe do some local charging. But for road trips, I can't confidently say yes. You know, if you're willing to figure it out, you know, have a little frustration along the way, then absolutely go for it. But right now, maybe hold off, or just get it for the daily commuting, which I think is a great use case right now. And hopefully, once all the NEVI funds are dispersed and all those chargers are built, the infrastructure will be much better, and you know, it'll be a lot easier to road trip. So those are my thoughts. Again, I don't want to kind of put a downer on what was a fun trip, but you know, as the aim of my channel is to kind of bring content to the average driver, which is what I consider myself to be, I just wanted to be real and honest with you all. So you know, again, thanks for watching. You know, I wish I had better news, but anyways, I did forget to tell about the stats. So it looks like we're going to be a little over 1,700 miles for the whole trip, probably about 29 hours and, I don't know, 5 minutes, 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour consumption. So that pretty much stayed even the whole trek. But anyways, those are my final numbers there, and I'll cut footage of that in. But again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it if you watch the entire series. I'd love to get some of your feedback for any future road trips I might do. There's one I have at the end of May. So again, please give a like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will catch you all next time.